Okay guys, today we're doing another recipe. Fantastic. A recipe that originated in Manhattan in New York City. It's called a chopped cheese sandwich. You guys ever had one? You'll know exactly what this tastes like. If you've never had one, stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to make this from start to finish. All right, so here we go again, back for another recipe. This recipe originated in New York City at a bodega, I believe in Manhattan. This is what we're going to do today is we're going to make a chopped cheese sandwich. I don't know if anybody's ever had a chopped cheese sandwich or not, but that's what we're going to go make today. It's a very simple recipe, but it's super delicious. So I'm going to give you a little rundown of these ingredients. So you have ketchup, we have a white chopped onion, I have Land O'Lakes American white cheese with a sub roll from a local bakery here that I just got done picking up. We got some shredded lettuce. I have a pound of 85-20 here. You can use 80-20 if you'd like to as well. That works fantastic, actually. I don't know if I'm going to use all this. I am going to cook it. It all depends on the size of the roll you have, is how much you're actually going to stuff inside of it. And then over here I got one on the vine ripe tomato. I have some mayonnaise, I have some vegetable oil, I have some salt, and I have some ground pepper. That's it for this recipe. I am going to do this in a cast iron skillet. The only thing that I'm lacking personally for the roll is a panini press. I do not have a panini press. We will work on definitely getting one of those coming into fall, because we'll be making some fall food and sandwiches and soups. Yep, that's what we have for fall time. So we're going to get on with this. This compares to, let's just put it this way, Philadelphia has the cheesesteak, New York City has the chopped cheese sandwich. This is what we're going to do. This is what I'm going to show you how we make this, and we're going to get going with that right now. Okay, so here we go. First things first. I got a skillet over here, a cast iron skillet. That is going to take the place of my panini press. Okay, so this is preheated, a very, very low heat. You don't have to get crazy with this. We're going to take this bun, we're going to drop it down in the pan, and I also have another grill pan that I'm going to use for a weight for this. So we're just going to take that, we're just going to set it on top. That's going to act as my panini press. Okay, this is not really a thick sandwich as far as the bun goes. That's why we kind of have to put weight on it, and we're just going to let this go until this toasts up a little bit. Okay, we're not going to over toast it, we're just going to toast it. That's what we're going to do. All right, so back over to the skillet. What we're going to do here is we're just going to put a little bit of olive oil, or I'm sorry, not olive oil, vegetable oil. I guess you could use olive oil if you want to, though. And then we're just going to let this get hot. This pan is already preheated, so that olive oil is that vegetable oil, I keep saying olive oil, is hot as soon as it basically goes in the pan. Okay, so we're going to turn around, we're going to drop our burgers in. Really simple recipe here, and it's so delicious. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're dropping these in. We're going to turn around, we're going to season these up, a little salt, okay, a little pepper, just like that. Okay, so we have those seasoned, and you'll see exactly what this is all about when we say chopped cheese sandwich. You'll see in just a second here. Okay, so I'm going to remove this plate here because these are just our condiments that we're going to put on our sandwich. Bring our onion into the scene. Okay, so what you do want to do here is you do want to make sure that your burgers have some browning on the bottom, some caramelization, okay? Because that's going to add to the flavor of this sandwich. Trust me on this. This is really a great sandwich. It's so simple, but it's so delicious. Now, you can use a sweet onion over here. You don't have to use a white onion. Whatever you guys want to use is totally fine. And again, if you want to use 80-20 or 85-15, that's fine as well. You do want a little bit of grease in the pan. So keep that in mind, because a little bit of that is going to go on the bread. Okay, so I'm just going to check my bread. Okay, that's getting pretty toasted on that side. I'm just going to flip it around. I'm going to put the pan back on it, get that flattened out a little bit, and let's see. Let's grab a spatula. Okay, not yet. See, they're not quite ready. I want a little bit more color. A little bit more color than that. I really want these caramelized. Okay. So we're going to let these cook down for, I don't know, this is a quick meal, so this is going to cook down for, I don't know, maybe 5-6 minutes, okay? And I'll be right back as soon as that side caramelizes. We'll flip them, we'll put the onions in, and I'll show you what we do from that point forward. So hang in there. Truly, this recipe is almost done. So I'll be right back with you in a second. All right, so the hamburgers are doing good. They're getting nice and caramelized on the back side of them. I'm not going to flip them yet, but they are doing well. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to take our chopped white onion, and we're just going to stick these in the frying pan as well. You guys already know what this smells like. So we're going to saute these down. We're going to saute these onions down. And this is not a low-cal meal, just so you guys know if you haven't figured this one out already. We're just going to saute these down for a few minutes. We're going to leave these right in the pan until the ground beef and the hamburgers are done. But we have a few minutes yet before that happens. Okay, so look at it now. See, you get a nice little caramelization on this. This is what we're looking for. Okay, so maybe another minute or so on that, and then we'll get these flipping. We'll push the onions off to one side of the pan, and we'll keep sauteing those. And then we'll start building this sandwich. Our bun is doing fantastic over here. It's nice and crispy. It's nice and hot. We're just going to leave that in the pan now, and I'm going to take the grill pan off at this point. So I'm just going to leave it in the cast iron pan. I know you can't see it. It's not in frame right now, but I'm just going to keep flipping this little by little, just to keep it warm. That's all. That's all it's for, just to keep it warm. Okay, so now I am going to flip this. Okay, so these are pretty much ready. That's the color that you want. That's the caramelization that you're looking for. These look fantastic. That looks fantastic. Okay, so this is what we got. So we're going to take the onions like that. We're going to push these off to this side, and we're going to bring the burgers over here. Okay. So, and you don't have to get picky with this, because it's all going in the same place after we get done cooking this down a little bit. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to chop these up, just like this. Just like this, and then chop it the other way. Just like that. Okay. All right, very good. Looks very good. This is the way it's supposed to be. And now I'm not going to use all this ground beef for one sandwich. Okay, I don't believe I'm going to unless it really shrinks down a lot. But we're going to let this go here for a few more minutes. We'll get these onions in the pan. We scrape down the pan so they don't burn. I'm just going to let this go for another minute. Then I'm going to mix everything in together. That's what's going to happen here. Okay, so I'm just going to let this do that thing, and we'll be back with you in just a second. All right, everything is looking good, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to blend everything together. Okay, the onion, the ground beef, and this now is going to become our sandwich in a few minutes. Not quite done yet, but I think that you're getting it. Now, if you want to cook the onions down long, real long, you can. You know, the softer you want them, the better it'll be for you. That's great. If you want them a little bit on the crunchy side, you cook them to that. You can always pull these out of the pan too, and you can just add them to the beef later on. Okay, so you can absolutely do that. Okay, so we're going to let this cook down like this just for a few more minutes. We're going to form it into the shape of the bun. We're going to load it up with some cheese, and then we're going to plate this up. So I'm going to let this cook. I'm going to let some of this oil evaporate a little bit, some of this moisture, and then we're going to be on to the next step. So hang in there. Okay, so this is doing good. This is caramelizing nice. Now what I'm going to do over here is I'm just going to take this and I'm going to just slice this open. This is very hot, by the way. Take your time doing this. I gotta come over here a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, so we got this sliced open. We're gonna open this up. We're gonna leave this hinged. Okay, we're gonna leave it hinged on that side. You want to stuff this, basically, is what we're gonna do. So that's it. That's what we're gonna do with that. Now, I'm hoping you guys can see this because, okay, so what we're going to do, actually I'm just going to put this on the stove to cool off because this pan is pretty still hot right here. Let's get this flipped around a little bit. This is perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is we are actually going to form this into what would possibly be what I think should be the sandwich. Okay, so you can see the separation here, kind of do this. All right, so this is going to be our sandwich, that part of it there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a slice of cheese there, a slice of cheese there, and a slice of cheese there. When that cheese is melted, this meal's done. Okay, so that's easy to pick up now. So what we're going to do, this is all about timing now, so this part might have to go a little quick. We're going to turn around, we're going to put some mayo on this, just like that, on both sides. Just like this. Okay. No right, no wrong way of doing this. This is however you come up with it. Okay. And then over here, we're going to put some ketchup. Just like that. Oh, I'm so glad you guys can see that. Okay. And now, look at what we got going on here. Right? Look at this sandwich. Ooh, delicious. Okay, so I'll be right back with you guys in a minute. I'm going to take this, put it over on the cutting board. We're going to stuff this sandwich, and then I'm going to show you what we do next. Okay, so back on the other side of the kitchen. Our bun is dressed with mayonnaise and ketchup as much as you want. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter one bit. Okay, so now what we're going to do is here's our chopped cheese. This is just going to be put just like this. Just like that. You don't know how good this smells in here right now. It smells absolutely fantastic. Okay, so this is what we do. This is how it's done. We're going to take that, put that on the other side of the, put that back to the stove. We're going to pick up some of this mess here. And don't worry about it. You're not going to be neat doing this. No way. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to take some lettuce, just like that. Just like that. All right. Okay. And then we're going to take some nice vine ripened tomatoes like this. I'm going to do 1, 2, and I think 3 is going to be good for this sandwich. Now, here's the trick. The trick is actually closing this sandwich, okay? People do this lots of different ways, okay? So we're going to try to get this closed without spilling. Yeah, actually, not too bad. The times I've made this, it's actually worked out, but there are some times this sandwich could be an absolute disaster. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to push this aside, just like this. We're going to bring in our aluminum foil, and we're going to wrap this, okay, just like this. I don't know, can you see it? Yeah, you can. Okay, so we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And this, my friends, just like that, this is a chopped cheese sandwich. In another, I'm going to leave it in this wrapper to keep it hot, keep the bun, soak up all the mayonnaise, and, you know, unfortunately, the little bit of the grease from the ground beef. And I'm going to cut this open, and we're going to serve this with a deli garlic pickle and some potato chips. So hang in, I'll be right back. This is going to be fantastic, guys. Okay, so we let this chopped cheese sandwich sit for 5 minutes in the aluminum foil. It's still good and hot. This is going to look fantastic when we cut this open. So basically, this is all we're going to do. We're going to cut this open, and I want to show you guys this. Look at that. Right? Chewy because of the bread, onions, ground beef, mayonnaise, ketchup, lettuce, tomato, a little bit of the grease from the hamburger. Okay, so we're going to plate this up. I'm just going to stick that there for now. We're going to serve this with a deli pickle. Cut open our pickle, and now I'm just going to push this aside. I'm going to bring in our plate. Okay, so this is how we're going to plate this up. So I am going to unwrap this so you guys can actually see the whole sandwich. Okay. Just like this. Okay, just like that. I'm telling you, Philly's got their cheesesteak. New York City has their chopped cheese sandwich. I'll be shocked if you guys make this and you don't like it. Okay, so this is how we're going to serve this, just like this. I'm going to keep that right there. We're going to toss in a few potato chips over here on the back side. Okay, just like that. And we're going to turn around and we're going to do a pickle, just like that. Okay, so let me get this out of the way, and let's wrap this video up. Okay, this is my chopped cheese sandwich from New York City, from Manhattan. Originated in the bodegas down there. If you don't know what a bodega is a place where they sell everything from laundry detergent to bubble gum. And most of them down there usually have a grill or something where they're doing sandwiches in the back. That's where this originated from. All right, so I'm going to close this up. This is how I make New York City from Manhattan chopped cheese sandwich. All right, guys, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to share this video, that would be fantastic. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. When I do a recipe like this, I do them every single week. I post a new recipe. Okay, that's going to be it for this one. Everybody take care of themselves, look out for one another, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.